Okay, welcome back. Here we are on Friday, May 8th. And we'll graph secant and cosecant for a couple of days. There's a test on Tuesday, but there is no review. Because the test will just be 4 graphs. So if you can handle 4 graphs when you get to Tuesday, you should be good. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, we'll play with a couple of word problems. And there's no new material after the 15th. So here we go on this. We're going to graph cosecant. Now, you might think this is strange, but think about this. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, okay? So we're going to graph sine with a dotted line. So all of this is going to remain the same. B is going to be 2. C is 22.5. I was a little slow in the uptake right there. We got to divide this. There's no denominator to multiply the 2 by, so you got to divide that. So this makes C 22.5 degrees. D's hanging off the end. We're back to 360 because we had degrees. If they give you degrees, use 360. If they give you radians, use 2 pi. (120) divided by 4 is 30. Okay, so we've got everything we need. Max, center, and min. And so what you do is you graph the reciprocal first. So we're going to use the sine wave, but when you use it, you want to make sure you're using a dotted line. Like that. We'll do 2 cycles next time. I ran out of room and wasn't thinking I needed to do landscape on this one. So here we've got, we're doing the graph like it's a normal sine wave, except it's not. And to change to secant, we only do 2 extra things, and they're both extremely easy. So let's see, one is there, up 3, down 3. The x-axis is going to be in here somewhere. Let's see, I'm going to start at 22.5, and every time I'm going to move 30, 52.5, 82.5, 112.5 at 30, 142.5. Those all had halves. We don't really care. We did have enough room to backtrack over here. So let's subtract 30 from that. You're going to get negative 7.5, and subtract 30 from that, and you're at negative 37.5. And of course, 0 is going to be about 1/3 of the way right there. So there's your y-axis, and we graphed this like it was sine. But cosecant is the reciprocal, so it's not sine. So here's what you want to do. Every point where you hit the center line, that's why I went ahead on over here, darken all of those points. Boy, that is really easy. At each one of them, you've got a vertical asymptote. So go sketch you some vertical asymptotes like so. Because we don't have the cosecant curve yet. So that's like that. okay? And then you want these points here. You want these points, I'm putting them in yellow, hopefully it shows up that way on the video. Looks pretty good on my screen. Okay, and then what we've got is we want to take this parabolic shape right there and just reflect it between the asymptotes. Make sure it intersects this point. So over here, I want to go like that. And over here I want to go like that. And so the cosecant is the yellow part. So you'll want to do your sine wave in the middle with the dotted line, please. Get everything labeled. You only draw vertical asymptotes at the points where the sine wave hit the center line. And there we go on that one, and we'll be back.